Hello and welcome to Not the Dragon Shed. I've got a whole load of resin setting in there and it really reeks at the minute, so I'm steering clear for at least the next 24 hours. So that's been a pattern for the last couple of weeks. I do the moulding on Monday morning, and then by Tuesday afternoon I can actually get into the shed and do something. It's a polyester resin that's got quite a strong stink to it really. So I've left the door open, so I've got full ventilation in there, but I'm just not getting in there at the minute. So yeah. Okay, so this is the May report. And I'm quite happy to say that the world hasn't ended. We didn't Brexit. Yay! Albeit we still might, if our government can get their fingers out of whatever orifice they're in and get on with it, or not, or decide to do something else, which would be nice to know generally what's going on. I have friends, European friends and friends that English friends that live in Europe, who are all a little concerned about what their status is really, and it's very unfair on hard-working people that have come here to work and do work and pay taxes and do all that kind of stuff, and just happen to be European. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm not going to talk about politics. I said I wouldn't, but you know, I hate politics. I really do. The idea of someone who wants to be a leader, that's a psychopathic trait. Someone who wants to lead, someone who wants to dominate is a psychopath. Leaders should be chosen to do a duty, not to lead because they want to. But that's just me personally. Okay, moving on. We've just had half Easter holiday, so we've had 2 weeks of fun and making and whatnot, and I've got most of the next 2 or 3 months worth of videos recorded. I just haven't had a chance to edit any of them, which is what I'm doing here on my very, very slow laptop. I have got a new second-hand computer upstairs with an editing program on it, but as of yet I don't quite know how to use it, so I didn't want to do any complicated stuff on the new program unless I've got kind of a backlog of other ones to do. So I've got pretty much this month's videos done. I've got one more to do, so that'll give me a month to get used to a new system, hopefully. So yeah, because I'm a little bit backwards with my recordings and my editing, the Scrollsaw Saga I'm going to switch with the project for this month. So on the 1st will be a project which is a super blingy apron. Now I'm aware I said I wouldn't do any more apron videos, and this isn't an apron making video. This is just going mental with crystals and glitter. It's a special order, so yeah, that's the project video this month. The dragon food this month is chicken mole, which is really quite nice. Slow cooker recipe, although I still like the one that you do on the hob. That seems to have a better taste to it, but anyway. The 3-minute skill will either be machine covers or slip covers for books, because I've edited both of those and haven't decided which one it's going to be. One of those is supposed to be last month's 3-minute skill, but I switched to something else, never mind. On the 22nd, instead of the project, we'll have the Scrollsaw project, which is a special order again. It's a box for a young chap. There isn't much scroll sawing involved in this project, but it is the kind of unboxing and first use of my new scroll saw. So there is that. So it's more of a unboxing and a little bit of use rather than a proper scroll saw project. I've got 3 or 4 of those lined up ready to edit anyway. And then the soap for May is the second sort of spring flowers style one. Last month was hay fever, and this time I've got bubbling spring, which is a lavender and rose, I think. It's lavender. No, fresh linen, I think. Find the write-up. Oh, pink champagne rose and fresh linen scented soap with little bubbles of embeds with dry flowers in. Same sort of dry flowers as I use in hay fever, but just a slightly different format. So yeah, that is the plan for May, and hopefully I'll be able to get them all out on time. The last couple of months I've not quite got them out on Wednesday, because Wednesday is my first day back at school. I do 3 days now, so I tend to be rather busy on a Wednesday, but hopefully I'll be prepared enough so I can just stick them on whenever. I'm rather behind in writing up the blog as well. I've got a couple of things I need to add to that. It's been a fairly hectic 2 weeks. So I have good news on the teacher training front. I had my interview before Easter and I have a conditional offer for September. So I'm working towards meeting the conditions, and I should be doing that in school over the next couple of months. We've got one more term left, so I should be able to get what I need during that time and be ready to start in September. Yay! So all seems good at the minute. So just steering clear of the resin in the shed at the minute. I need to work out some way of creating a vented box or something that I can just use and have a fan or something to blow away the fumes. So, excuse me, so that I can actually get into the shed when I'm doing resin, but I haven't worked that out yet. And this polyester stuff, it seems to hold its stink for a longer time than even the epoxy did. The epoxy, after about 8 hours or so, you didn't have scent, but this polyester, I've got at least 24 hours worth of stink coming off it. So may not be a great resin, but it dries really nicely, and it's less than half the price of an epoxy resin. So it's my resin of choice at present, but it's still not ideal. I don't have enough experience with resin to really change what I've got, and I don't really have the funds to really go for epoxy, so I'm going to have to stick with polyester and just work out some way of getting away from the stink. So yeah, so that is this month's report. One hopes that by the beginning of next month we're still here. We haven't all exploded or turned into the purge. So yeah, hoping you're all going to enjoy the better weather that's coming ahead, and well, actually today, I was going to say I'll see you next week, but I'll see you actually today for the Blingy Apron video. So yeah, look out for that, and I'll talk to you again on the 1st of June. Ta-da!